Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to Office Hours with Michael Kitces. As you can see today, I'm not alone. I have a guest, or I was going to say I brought a guest, but actually I've come to you as the guest. So we're here at the CFP Board's Academic Research Colloquium. Did I get the name right?
You did.
Okay. The first inaugural Academic Research Colloquium. So this is a new event that the CFP Board has brought together through their Center of Financial Planning, talking about really bringing academics together, the people that are doing research. And one of the big focal points for the Center of Financial Planning in the first place has been trying to do research around how do we bring more people into financial planning. And so I wanted to actually let Kevin Keller, CEO of CFP Board, who's here with me, talk a little bit about some of what they're finding in the research around what I kind of dubbed as the biggest blocking point in growing financial planning and bringing people into financial planning. Because as we're learning from the research, it's not quite what we've always, I think, thought, which was something around like, oh, we have to get better with career tracks and retention, and how do we hold on to people that are in, which matters, but it turns out that's not the big issue. So can you guys talk a little bit about what you've been working on with this?
Absolutely, Michael. I think career tracks, some of those things do matter, but one of the biggest challenges that we have in bringing new people into the profession is just the fact that people are not aware that this is a profession that exists, that there are good jobs in financial planning, that there are increasingly opportunities in big firms and small for individuals to pursue financial planning jobs. And so we've been working on that.
Yeah, I feel like it's the most impressive thing. Like, we spent all this time talking about how we can do more with career paths and hiring and all the rest. And obviously that's important. I've spent a lot of time on those issues myself. But we're failing at step one, which is make people aware that financial planning exists.
Absolutely. And so we've been working at a number of different initiatives to increase the awareness. Even something as simple, and it's probably obvious, that the public awareness campaign itself has been important in raising the awareness of an opportunity as a financial planner. And so we know that when we go on the air with the DJ ad,
the infamous DJ ad, which I love, I still think was a fantastic commercial. I know it's been very controversial out there.
Well,
it makes the point that people literally sometimes can't tell the difference between a DJ dressed in a suit and a financial planner.
So we know when we're on the air that requests for the guide to certification actually go up. We have spikes that go up. So the public awareness campaign is one of the first. Many of those people obviously don't follow through, but it increases awareness. As Michael, I've heard you talk, the need for for financial planning has never been greater, and so there's really need. There are jobs out there. You've heard the statistic. You've quoted it. We have more CFP professionals over
70, more CFPs over 70 than under 30. Although to CFP Board's credit, because I track the numbers, so that's the kind of data I love to look at. Those numbers are actually getting close. It is possible sometime this year we will no longer be able to say that. Although it's been true forever, right? I mean, it's been true for decades that we had more older financial planners than younger financial planners. The tide is turning, at least.
It is turning. We had over 1,000 people from baccalaureate programs sit for the CFP exam this past year, and that was up from 700 the previous year.
I mean, to me, it's amazing to have 1,000 people sitting for the exam. I think the total count for CFPs under 30 is still only something like 3,000 or 3,500. It's obviously not everyone who passed the exam.
You do watch the numbers.
I really watch your numbers, yeah. So, obviously not everybody who takes the exam immediately gets their CFP, because they still have to get their experience requirement, and then, unfortunately, we still have some people that even they get that far, but then we lose them. Right. They can't find a job, or they don't get a good fit, or something of that nature. But at least that piece seems to be turning up. But that's an awareness issue.
And so we're doing a number of things to grow awareness. So we will launch in April our I'm a CFP Pro.
I'm a CFP Pro. So is this going to be a hashtag thing now where you're I'm a CFP Pro?
It will be.
Okay, all right.
And here's what we're doing. That's a play to both gender and racial diversity. So we'll be featuring diverse CFP professionals. It kind of follows that saying that you cannot be what you cannot see.
Okay.
And so we want to feature people of color, women CFP professionals in a variety of different settings.
Because I know that's been a challenge for us in a long time, the CFP world. The number of female CFPs is 23%. It's basically been the same 23% for like 15 or 20 years or something like that.
And you know,
it's not going up and it's not going down. It's just stuck.
And we're working hard. We
Yep.
had the most new female CFPs in 2016 that we've ever had.
Okay.
And yet, the growth rate of female CFPs was exactly the same as our overall growth rate.
And I'm going to presume, the statistics around racial diversity just unfortunately looks even worse.
They are awful. But let me tell you a couple things we're doing. So we're working with Rock the Street, Wall Street to expose girls in high school to career opportunities in financial planning.
Okay.
We are working in Invest in Girls. We did a program with FPA in Baltimore. At FPA, it was kind of a pilot.
That was
we think we can
attached to
expand
the
that.
FPAB conference.
Yes, we're working with the National Council of Girls Schools, again, down in the high school. We have.
So this is a long pipeline play because that's the challenge.
It is a challenge. And, if I had to meet quarterly earnings, we would not be making these kind of long-term investments because these are going to take a while.
Yep.
We announced recently our massive open online course, MOOC, with the University of Illinois.
And that's the one through Coursera?
It is through Coursera. And the main idea there is, to expose people to financial planning. But heavily embedded in there are messages that this is a career.
Wouldn't it be neat if you not only enjoyed this for yourself, but did it for other people? Hey, while you're learning.
Yeah, absolutely. And so a number of our initiatives, we have mentoring, our Women's Initiative, Win to Win mentoring. We've got almost 500 people, mostly females, but who've agreed to be WIN ambassadors.
Okay.
And we have a toolkit. They can go out and speak to their local girls clubs, their alumni association about careers. So we're working on a variety of different fronts to.
So for advisors who are listening and maybe wondering, how do I help move the ball forward? I mean, I guess part of the takeaway is things you do inside the profession are great, and it's great to support. But our biggest blocking point is just. Young people don't have any clue what we are. Well, I guess it's not exclusive to young people. We still have a lot of career traders coming in as well. But people don't know that financial planning exists. I guess either they don't know at all, or they think we're Wolf of Wall Street, because unfortunately that's pretty much the only portrayals of financial advising that are out there. So what kinds of things can advisors do? Should we just be trying to get into our old alumni associations and organizations, say hey, I just want to come in and do an hour of here's what I do for work and just tell
I think
people
that is
financial
it.
planning.
And our women's initiative, the Win to Win mentoring and the opportunities there, it is, we're here at the Center for Financial Planning, the Academic Research Colloquium, and we have a dire shortage of faculty to teach and lead our programs. And so we're taking the long view, as you say, and we want to help advisors, CFP professionals, tell the story about why financial planning is such a great career.
And I guess even for someone, that's literally an opportunity to go and teach. If you want to get into a program, I'm sure CFP folks would be happy to talk to you if you want to work with your local college or university to launch a new CFP program.
We absolutely, Dr. Charles Chafin on our team we would welcome that opportunity, and we just announced, and this will be in the May, our first teaching certificate program for people who may have an interest in teaching with Columbia University. So we're very excited.
Certificate in how to teach financial planning.
Right, because they already have, U.S. certificates already have the subject matter expertise, but may not be, competent at teaching.
How to teach.
It's a week-long program. We filled 50 seats.
Wow.
At Columbia with this first session. It's full. We have another one next January coming up as well.
All right, so if you're thinking about teaching, you've got a year to start gearing up for your teaching career. So I have to admit, the last piece of this discussion about awareness, that it makes me giggle a little, because I think back to some of our history with CFP boards. So you had a predecessor before you who got a lot of flack sometime around about 2005, 2006, because she had proposed the idea, wouldn't it be interesting if we could somehow get like a TV show that featured financial planners? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we could have friends, but like one of the friends is a financial planner? And I feel like
that crazy of an idea.
No, I mean, I feel like we've come full circle on that. Then when we look out there now, like the pawnbroker show made pawnbrokering ludicrously popular, and like the home flipping shows have made home flipping amazingly popular. That I feel like now we're actually coming back to this world, where maybe our breakthrough moment will be when we figure out how to get a show about financial planning or featuring a financial planner, like the good version, not the Wolf of Wall Street or Boiler Room stuff, like the good version of financial planning, onto TV. So,
well, just think about the home and garden network.
Yep.
People they're spending a fortune renovating. Couldn't you imagine? As part of the show, built in as kind of like the placement. I checked with my certified financial planner professional, and she said, I can only afford this much money.
So I guess like the last call to action, if you're out there, you can either go talk to your school or alumni association, get involved if you want to start teaching a program, or if you know a TV producer,
call us.
We'd like to apparently have that conversation. Well, thank you for hanging out and joining us and
very cool.
talking to everyone on office hours about the one biggest blocking point on financial planning and growing it, which is people still don't know what we do. We know it in our own little world. We have to do better at getting the word out. So thanks everyone. Thanks for joining and hanging out with us, and have a great day.
Bye bye.